Hi everybody, my name is Liz Rivera. I'm the Gem State Medium. Welcome back. Today I really need to talk to you about something a little bit serious. At least I find it serious. I had recently gotten a phone call from a young lady, and basically she had called with concerns about some weird things happening in and around her that were dangerous over the past few days after she had purchased a spirit vessel. Now, when she first told me this, I didn't know what to say, because at first I didn't realize what she was talking about. So I'll explain a few. I mean, yes, I know what they are. I just hadn't heard them in those terms. Heard it called that in these terms. Basically a haunted item. And yes, there are haunted items out there. And, you know, sometimes you'll go to a thrift store or garage sale or something and you pick something up, you bring it home, and then you find out maybe there's something attached to it. And, you know, most people go from there trying to decide, you know, how I can cleanse it or what I need to do to, you know, get rid of it. And who might be able to take it that's qualified to cleanse, or take it and put it in a safe location so it can't hurt anybody or anything like that. So basically you can go on to a lot of these sites, and please, I'm warning you against doing any of this. As this person found out, buying something online, you don't know what you're going to get. She has young children, and she had said that since she had them, she had almost been in a car accident, like a scary, would have been horrific car accident 3 days in a row. And she was afraid, didn't know if it was from this spirit vessel doll or dolls that she purchased or what, but she was afraid. And I don't blame her, because you don't know. And her explanation was, well, I purchased it from a medium off a webpage. My first response was, how do you know that they are a real medium? How do you know that they're legit? How do you know this person? I mean, that was the biggest thing, was how do you know where they get them from? So I started doing some more research and just quick little searches through things. And it's scary, because there's so many listed on these selling websites that I thought, there is no way that there are this many haunted dolls, vessels, in, you know, that's just out there. I mean, I know they exist, and can exist naturally. You know, people are attached to their items when they pass away. But to have that many, and specific creepy looking dolls, and some of them look sweet and nice, I think they're gearing them towards what somebody, you know, for each personality of somebody. Gosh, so many things are going through my head. I mean, because I just really thought I needed to get this out to you guys. I just thought, how can it be? Who's making these? Were they made? Are people just selling random dolls they've picked up at the thrift store, which is my guess, and selling them as haunted dolls or vessels? Or are they inserting spirits in there, or attaching them to these items, which is even more scary? They're selling them also as not just spirit vessels, but spirit companions. And this is what this young lady had also said as well. You know, my kids are getting a little older, don't need me as much. I had some time on my hand. Like, you know, to have extra time on your hands and stuff. I mean, these spirits and things that you want to bring into your home are not, it's not like a new puppy. And again, I'm not trying to talk bad at all, because I can see how it could be alluring to want to buy some of these, to have that excitement, I guess, in your life, or to be connected with spirits. But as I got to really looking at some of these spirit vessels, these are some of the things that I looked up, and these are actual pages on, okay, videos and pages that I found, like spirit companionship and conjuring spirits, creating spirit vessels within Luciferian context, conjuring spirits and binding them to a vessel, dark voodoo, spirit vessel. That was really alarming to me, because that explains how so many of these are out there for sale. So either people are buying them and just saying, hey, this is haunted, and then people make up their own scary stuff once they're home, and it's not really haunted at all. They're just ripping people off. Or like these pages that I just kind of read the titles to you of, they're conjuring things. They're binding spirits to items. How angry do you think a spirit would be to be bound to something that it can't leave? I mean, eventually what's going to happen in your home? Also, not to mention, do you know what you've conjured if you're going to conjure up a spirit? You don't know what you're getting. You don't know. They don't know. They could say they know. And then bind it to whatever item, doll, creepy clown doll, whatever, to sell. And then send it into people's homes with children. They don't care. They're just looking for money. And being told, well, this was a medium that did it. I struggle to understand or believe a real medium with the knowledge of spirits, the other side, real people. I mean, they're not toys. Spirits are not toys, and they're good and bad. I mean, why would you do that? Why would you bind somebody to something? Why would you attempt to bind something to a doll and sell it? Or even if you picked something up, me as medium, let's just say I go to a garage sale, find something, I'm like, that has something attached to it. Me personally, I would walk away from it and not purchase it, because you don't know. Like, they could present themselves as kind and good and all of that, and then you end up with something totally different. You know, you need to spend time, to figure out who and what you're actually talking to. But a legitimate medium, I cannot imagine them finding something like this, or heaven forbid, conjuring or binding something to a vessel and selling it to give to somebody to keep it in their home and not know what's going to happen. When I became a medium, I realized I was seeing ghosts. I was a little girl. I didn't go seeking it. I didn't even know what it was. It was just there, and it's always been a part of my life. And what I've learned during my whole lifespan thus far is that ghosts or spirits are people like us. And you need to have respect for that. I also have a deep respect for when I go into haunted locations, because you don't know what you're going to get, and it can be dangerous. And I do go in to haunted locations, and I go into them often. We even have our haunted overnights, things like that. So I'm not saying that everybody needs to stay completely around the haunted. This is different, because like my house, and I was going to do a video after our water turns on, stuff like that, just because I knew the guy was here. It was his house. And I appreciate and respect that. And we kind of coexist as basically roommates. So, and I don't see him all the time, and I, don't go looking for him or make him show up, or because I'm bored and I need a companion. He's his own soul, his own entity. He is, and he'll leave when he's ready. I think she's older, if she hasn't already. That's why I got the house, was just because it was an estate home. He had passed. She was unable to take care of the house and get up and down the stairs any longer. So her family took her to Boise to live where she would be safe and with family. When she passes, my guess will be he'll go on and go with her. And that's his right. He's not bound here. He's not being told he needs to stay here or that he has to hang out. Like, that's the difference between a haunted home, a haunted location. The spirits are there. They're attached for whatever reason, but they're free to come and go. And if they aren't, you can help them move along. Anyway, my whole point is, and the reason I made this video, I'm in the middle of painting, so I've just made a quick little pit stop to make this video, so I don't know how thrown together it'll be when I'm done, but I just really, really wanted to warn against buying any of these items off the internet. You don't know where they came from. You don't know if they're legitimate. I read a couple of them. This doll and this doll is a mom and daughter, and the mom died of cancer, or they died in a house fires. How do you flipping know? Like, how do you get two of them and then attach them to individual dolls? If these are humans, just don't do it. It sounds sketchy. It is sketchy. Either you're getting ripped off, and there's nothing to it. You just paid $100 for a $2 thrift store doll because it's creepy. Or somebody has purchased these items and summoned spirits and conjured them and bound them to this item. That's not going to be a happy spirit because you want a companion. Please be careful. Don't buy them. I can't see any good that would come of them. And maybe I will get a lot of nasty comments or hate mail from this, but I want y'all to be safe out there. There's paranormal and going into haunted buildings, and then there's dark voodoo spirit vessels or conjuring or Luciferian, vessels. Just be safe and be careful with what you're buying and what you're picking up. So, and always trust your gut instinct when you're looking at items and homes and things. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. I don't mean to come across as being like the mad mom sort of thing, but I really do. I just want you to be safe and for you guys to take care, and hope all is well. Anyway, I'll talk to you later. Bye.